Now this one was a little tough one. And I'm a
Women?
yeah. We got the SmackDown's Women's Championship. It was Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey. When I say tough, in a sense, I think there was 2 nipple slips. The screen went black once on Charlotte, unfortunately. For her, well, they had to because Paramount, or not Paramount, Peacock. I believe did that because I was like, what's going on? Why does this TV keep missing? On one, but I don't think the other. I didn't even catch the other. I was probably so tired in this match. This is the match I fell asleep in, and then had to rewatch in the morning. But then when I clicked it back, it fast forwarded. I think I missed some of the match, so I didn't see everything. It just seemed like it was like power slams that weren't done properly, but it could have been a judo throw for all I know. That might have been a style of throw in judo. Yeah. It just looked to me.
A lot of things forced, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe Ronda Rousey was all over the place. I'm not sure. And you could say, well, Charlotte's experience, but I think Charlotte worked really hard trying to retain it. I wouldn't put much on Charlotte, in a negative way. I think this was just this stuff went awry here. Stuff was hard. It was a tough match and a lot of miscues. And it is what it is, and it is wasn't
Charlotte
what it
always
wasn't.
works hard though.
Yeah, she does. She's
always,
a beast.
Every match.
But still a good match. It's just it was just a lot of I don't know. It's like going to wrestling school when you're at the training facility.
Yeah.
And you put Will in there with Beast. There's a lot of headbutts and clobbers and stray elbows flying. It's just
not smooth.
It's just not smooth. It's rough. Like the moves are not performed properly, and the transitions into them, they're rushed, and so like a lot of talent and a lot of great possibilities. But man, my phone keeps going out.
I gotta learn chemistry, maybe.
No, it's just no, it's just
rushed.
But
on the gear malfunction, I know, me personally, there's nothing more like annoying than not being comfortable in your gear when you're wrestling. That's
being comfortable in gear would be Ronda Rousey because the minute she came out there, she was pulling at her crotch, I get it. I don't like when my underwear rides up either because I can only imagine being a female and it's riding up. You're an athlete and all that. And, you're on the world's grandest stage for professional wrestling, the showcase of the immortals. And you're in the semi-main, which I heard rumors that she was upset that it wasn't the main because she thought it was supposed to be the main event. And she walked out on Friday night in SmackDown. So those were some of the stories that when I was doing cardio the other day listening to. I'm like, oh, well, I didn't know. Nobody picked it up, excuse me. But I guess they worked it out and she showed up. And that could have been some of the why the match was the way it was. Because if you're not like happy with what's going on, full hearted, and you go in there with a bit of a bad attitude to match that bad reputation, it goes. I mean, it still was good. It's just very rough match. It's very rough, choppy, rough and choppy. But gear's important. I struggle too because I've gained weight, my back injury, and then now with I've hurt my good knee. I just limping around. But I always catch myself adjusting my gear, and that's the last thing you want to be doing in a match. You need to be thinking. So if you're worried about your gear, it's going to affect how you perform in your match too, because you're in your head about your gear. So like if you're Charlotte Flair, I don't know, if you're in your head about your nipple coming out or whatever. Unfortunately, Ronda Rousey, the minute she came to the ring, she was pulling her shorts out of her junk and adjusting her top. Are you waving at me, Raymond?
Like once you get out there,
I thought you were praising hallelujah or something.
My opinion, once you get out there, you do not mess with your gear unless unless a boob is like coming out, which it shouldn't because you should have a proper gear anyway. Then you do not touch your gear. You don't mess with it because it's distracting. Yeah. That's all you see from her is her pulling her crap.
That's what we see. Maybe not everybody, not the fans might not be seeing that, but because we've been in those situations, we might be seeing it. That match was just choppy and a little rough, and it could have been because of the wardrobes and stuff like that. But
that's definitely gonna be on your mind. Is like.
Well, yeah, definitely. If I can only imagine as a male, like my underwear riding up. How many times you see me when we're doing legs or something in the gym? I start pulling my.
Even when we're not.
I'm pulling at it. I'm adjusting my stuff. So I can only imagine with the whole world watching, and you feel like your shit's riding up your crack. You're gonna be a little uncomfortable. So I mean, it's why I believe you should put your gear on and wear it around and whatever in your house and do some weird things. And it still doesn't account for when you start getting out there in a match and sweating and how gear will slide up and different things, you know. So yeah, that's a tough one. So